Live.
You live right now?
Yeah, I made a mistake. I went live. Oh, just say hey.
What's up?
Hey, y'all. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to press the button. We pressed the button.
It's all good.
Yeah, so hey, y'all. We were hanging out in Orlando this weekend. Y'all know we just moved to Florida. And now that we're in Florida, I get to connect with my Florida peeps.
That's right.
So I'm out here walking. I came to visit my buddy, my brother, Mr. Beachy. Mr. Larry Beacham. We call him Beachy.
Beachy.
Beachy. And so we are, I guess, I don't know what we do. We had like a little mastermind, little brainstorming session.
Just hanging out. We ain't been face to face in years. It's been,
Has it been years?
At least a couple. At least a couple years.
Probably. Time is flying.
Yeah, we've been virtual, but nothing like this.
Yeah. So we were at PNC. We did the event at PNC in D.C.
Oh, I'm tripping.
in June.
That was 2 years ago, though.
No, that was last year. That was this.
Time flies.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been at least a year.
Yeah. Not a year. To
Yeah.
be precise.
Coming up on a year.
Yeah. So anyway. So we're hanging out. I don't know what you want to cover.
I don't know. It's Sunday. It's beautiful. We were, we can kind of just maybe give them a window into what we were talking about in terms of just we covered a lot of ground.
We did. We did a lot of talking.
Yeah.
We did a lot of talking. We did a lot of sharing. And me and
This tree.
let me tell y'all something about friendships and strategic friendships. I guess you could say God ordained too.
Yeah.
Because we don't treat each other like, hey friend, how are you? Like we really go in. Like, nah, dude, that's not right. You need to make some shifts. You need to elevate here, let that go there, do this, do that. We have really hardcore, honest, insightful conversations. So
I think that's it right there. That's it. That's the conversation. And that is, I was at this event I just spoke at. I talked
God, it's
about.
hot out here. You want to sit out here?
No, I just wanted you to see the water. That's all.
Oh, okay. I see it. Let's go do something. We face this heat. This is
Florida.
This some relentless heat, y'all.
All right, we're going to have to make this quick then. But anyway.
Look,
You wanna show 'em the
snakes
water?
and gators present.
Yeah, show them the sign too.
Uh-oh, my finger's covering it. Here we go. Snakes and gators present. So Larry was like, oh, let me let you go pet the pet alligator. Welcome to Florida. This is life in Florida. So we out here by the lake. What is that? Like a turkey?
So I don't know what it is.
Looking like a turkey. So,
All right, but,
hey Marvin.
what I was going to say is this. You kind of triggered what I think is a great concept.
Let's turn away from the sun.
Yeah, let's get our back to it.
Like,
How's that look? Does it look good?
it's fine, but
Can you see
my
it?
hand is on the wrong side.
Your hands, what do you mean?
I gotta hold it with this hand.
Okay, well, whatever.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right, so what I was saying is I was at this event and I was speaking and we were talking about how to close. And I said as much as people want to get more content and more information and techniques and all of that, the truth is most people need somebody to get close enough to them to see them. You know, I said I've never seen a Kung Fu master that learned it from a book. He had to actually go to the dojo and have the master in the dojo watch him throw the kick, throw the punch, or whatever. And what most of us refuse to do is do what happened with me and Nicole. One of the things about Nicole that I like and I don't like is that she challenges me. She asks me direct questions to kind of really see where I'm at. And I say I like it and I don't like it because it's vulnerable. And most people won't get vulnerable. They won't let anybody get close enough to them to see their flaws, to see their weaknesses, to see their excuses and their bull, and challenge them on it. And so because of that, they never really grow like they could. You know, the greatest salespeople in the world are doctors. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, I've been in an emergency room and, you know, 3 minutes later, some guy or girl walks in I've never seen before and they convince me to get naked. They convince me to get naked, but what? It's the building, it's the hospital, it's the robe, it's the authority that they bring and the expectation of getting something that I can't get, but I got to get vulnerable. I have to get to a place where they can see what they need to see so they can give me the right prescription. And so that's my point. Most of us will not allow somebody to get close enough to us so they can see us and we can be vulnerable and they can say, hey, you're dealing with low self-esteem. You're dealing with a broken relationship with money. You won't let go of that last failure and it's in the way of your future success, et cetera, et cetera. And so I would say that our relationship, as you described it, is more than friends. I challenge you too. You know what I mean? We get in each other's face, so to speak.
Like for real, y'all. Like
And,
not. We don't
yeah.
be like.
Yeah.
We be like, no, that
Nicole
ain't.
be like, I don't think that ain't smart. I don't think you should do that. You charging what? That's stupid. You way worth more than that. But if there's nobody in your life like that, you won't be able to be challenged like that. And until you let go of your desire to cover up, you want to only show your front yard, but you don't want to show the weeds in the backyard, you'll never grow. So that's what I would say. That's what I love about our relationship is that, you come in this way, but you made time to stop and see me and my family. And that speaks volumes. We've been knowing each other since 2000, what?
8.
8?
9.
Wow. 9?
Maybe 9.
Something like that.
Or 10.
Yeah. But it's because of that relationship that she's helped me grow and I've helped her grow. And we continue to grow and want to help you guys. But you got to get naked, metaphorically speaking, with somebody so they can really see your flaws and be willing to be subjected to some criticism, because the criticism will stretch you. And I say this and I'm done. When you think about how muscle grows, the only way muscle can really grow is under stress. You have to stress the muscle with like bench pressing, and microscopic tears happen in the muscle. And the way a muscle is designed is that when it tears microscopically under the stress, it reinforces itself and gets stronger. You will not get stronger unless you got the right type of stress in your life. Not goofy stress, but mentorship stress, coaching stress, that kind of stuff, growth stress. That's the kind of stress you need. And if you don't have that stress, well, maybe you are the same place you are now that you were in 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Yes.
because you haven't been stressed to the point of growth. So
Yes.
that's what I got.
That's good. Y'all know Larry is the he's like the sales preacher. He teach you really good on business. That's gonna be you, Larry, the sales preacher.
Here we go.
We were just talking about like gifts, and he's so good at analogies and understanding how to convey something in a way that you can get it, making it really practical. But yeah, I mean, he said it all, guys. Listen, especially for those of you who are compulsive about this internet space. I think a lot of us, we get so addicted to everything being virtual or convenient or accessible by way of our phones and by way of computer. But we don't realize, and I was telling a friend of mine today, I said, we're in a season, guys, where people are craving and desiring real connections in real life, like touching and connecting and being a part of something. And I value, I think for so many years I've been hiding behind a computer that I didn't realize how important friendship was, even community, right? The ability to sit down, like today, I got here to their house today, I'm like, y'all got some food? I'm hungry. And his wife is in there cooking and hooking it up, and we sitting and we eating, but we talked about the table talk, like the kind of things that happen at a table over dinner when you put the phones down and you connect with your community. And, the kids were at the table, so we're talking about the kids. So his daughter, by the way, just launched her YouTube channel. She can sing. Hold on, I'm going to be uploading her video in a second. But she plays this ukulele, and she started singing, and I'm like, you got a YouTube channel? She was like, I don't have a camera, and I don't have the money to get it. She started giving me all these excuses. I said, nope, let's go outside right now. Let's go film this video. And so she's literally at the house uploading her first video, so y'all go support her. I don't know what her name is on YouTube. Is it under Lauren Beacham?
I think so, but, we can always add that.
We'll post that. But anyway.
What you just said real quick is exactly my point. I'm her dad, and I've said the exact same thing Nicole has said. Here Nicole comes to the house, says, hey, where's your channel? And she's firing off all these excuses, but Nicole doesn't represent judgment to her. She is somebody that's just new to her, but knows that her dad respects. And this is my point of what I was saying before. You got to get somebody to challenge you. I could challenge her, but I'm her dad. But Nicole's challenge led to her channel going up. What'd y'all do, 2 videos?
We just did 2 videos.
2 videos, channel's up. She's excited. That's the point. How fast she grew in just 15 minutes?
And some table talk.
Yeah, 15 minutes of growth because she got in front of somebody that challenged her that she could receive. Now, had Nicole not been here, who knows when that channel would be up. But that's the point.
She said she had a goal to get it done by the end of February.
Put up a YouTube channel by February.
Yeah, so we got it done in 15 minutes. But yeah, guys, listen. Rose said Lauren Elaine Music. Okay, Ro is on here.
Okay.
So Lauren Elaine Music. Ro Beacham, that's Larry's wife, y'all. She's Lauren's channel is Lauren Elaine Music. So look her up on YouTube. Go support her, guys. Give her some love. Give her some comments. Tell her she's doing a great job. She's in 10th grade, right? 15?
Yep, 10.
She's 15, 16, in the 10th grade. You guys remember where we were. This is a season where we really need the community to rally behind us to encourage us and help us to grow. So really, guys, listen, many of you guys right now are, you want to grow, right? And and you want to get yourself in position to elevate. But I want to encourage you to really begin to build relationships that require connection. Like, get out of your house. If I can say any one thing this year that I'm committed to, is getting from behind the computer and getting out and connecting with people.
Amen.
I just cannot tell you how much of a prison, and Larry and I talked about that. You know, when you are isolated in your own ideas, in your own thoughts, and it's just you,
Right.
and then the world seems to be coming against you because you can't keep up with everything by yourself, it gets really easy. You used an analogy earlier, Larry. You said it was an infection and it grew. How did you explain that?
Yeah, I said basically you triggered this growth from a live you did about shame.
Yeah, we talked about the center is yourself. We have shame that comes, so then we put on a mask.
Yeah. So you had said that, and I realized driving down the street that I have been dealing with that without realizing it. And I said it was like an infection that got inflamed. There was my goal or my dream or my purpose or whatever you want to say, and the infection of shame kind of swelled over top of that and locked it inside of me where it couldn't get to where it needed to go. And so you started to make me aware of that, and so it's almost like I got a treatment that started to take the swelling down, so that the thing that I've been wanting to try to do was able to come free from all of that stress underneath the shame. So that's the point. You know, we have a tendency to say, man, I'm not getting results, so maybe I need more knowledge, more training, more coaching, more videos, more audios. But at the end of the day, maybe you haven't gotten over something that's in the way.
There's some emotional bondage somewhere.
There's some big cry you need to have.
Yeah.
I had a huge cry the other day with my wife of something I had been carrying around for 2 years that was related to my son being sick. And I had that big old cry, and it released something off of me. And as soon as I did that, I felt clear. I started to see things that I've been struggling with answers started to come. It wasn't a book I could have read to get that done. I had to go and find a way to get that healing to start taking place.
That's so good.
And that's what we miss. So like you said, we're sitting in our houses by ourselves in front of the computer. You know, in most cases, you're the entrepreneur in the house and nobody else is, and they don't get it. You're like an X-Man, a weirdo, a freak, and you don't have anybody else to bounce these things off of.
Yes.
So that's why when you say get out and get in the flesh, critical.
Yes.
Because you can die by yourself on an island of despair because you feel like nobody really understands. Nobody cares. Who can I talk to? But when you can call or go see somebody like Nicole or whoever, it'll help you. It'll help you. There's nothing a book can do for you on that level.
It reminded me of something I heard. I read an article the other day about this cop. He was in his apartment building, I think, or it's in Europe somewhere. They were overseas. And he was in his house, and he heard this wailing, like this loud noise. He kept hearing this loud noise. And his curiosity as a cop obviously was like, let me figure out what that is and where is that noise coming from? And so he went trying to research the noise, so he followed the noise. When he gets to the noise, he ends up at the door of this couple. So he knocks on the door, and the couple opens up the door, and he said, hey, I'm hearing a noise coming from here. You know, what's going on? Long story short, he ends up finding it's a husband and wife who were crying because they were lonely. And so he ended up making a meal and sitting down with them and had dinner with them and just made a decision to be able to just come and spend time with them and check on them. And I thought to myself, I said, good God, like, this husband and wife were wailing in tears from their loneliness, you know. And the reality is, you know, that happens in our senior citizen age. But guys, what we don't realize is in our youth, we're becoming so addicted to these rectangular tools called smartphones that we're isolating ourselves and don't even know that our spirit is craving community, or it's craving connection. It's craving a real authentic friendship. It's craving the ability to sit down and really dine with somebody who has a desire to help you grow and to help you, you know, get to a new level. And so we share all that to say, guys, you know, Larry and I have had this connection as brother and sister since 2010, since we met. You know, it was always like this accountability, and we would check in on each other, but we would also be very raw with each other about, nah, dude, that don't sound right. And, you know, there's many times where he's come to me and I'm like, nope, I'm not helping you with that because this is the reason why. Like, I could see why you shouldn't be doing that and you should be doing this, you know? And he's done the same thing for me. Like, Nick, nah, you out of order. I don't think that's what you should be focusing on. And you could, I think last time I joined network marketing, you said you weren't
I was
supposed to
like,
do
you
that.
weren't supposed to do that.
He told me, you weren't
like,
supposed to do
nope,
that.
That ain't the one.
He was like, so you really think you made the right decision? He was like, no, you're not supposed to be back in the industry again. Me and you had this conversation. So it's always been that authentic connection between he and I, where there is no level of superficiality and trying to play a role. And it really has allowed both of us to deal with what we often are running away from. Now, the reality is, if we were to get a little bit more honest here, both of us know that God has an anointing on both of our lives to do some amazing things. And so aside from the business piece and the entrepreneurship piece is a call. We understand that there's a call and an assignment on our lives. And so there's an accountability to that reminder. But we just wanted to share with you guys, it's extremely important to invest in your relationship. So I came, where we coming from? We coming from Orlando, and I knew Tampa was here. Larry was in Tampa, so I reached out and we kind of did a little curtail and came, and it's just been a phenomenal couple of hours just sitting down and connecting. And so we just wanted to share it with you guys through a live.
Absolutely. Well, that's what's up. So hopefully Nicole and I share something of value that'll help you break through, go through, get over, get under, whatever you got to do. But at the end of the day, accumulate as much key relationships as you possibly can that make a difference. They say friends are the ones that love you like you are, but when you get coaches and mentors and good people in your life, they love you too much to keep you where you are.
Yes.
Let Nicole get in your face sometimes. Let Nicole challenge you. Or if it's not Nicole, somebody. Let them tell you that you're tripping. Kevin Hart just said in a Ebony article I read about him, he said he had friends tell him to sit his down somewhere. This is years ago when he was about to start to go off into this funny direction, and he decided to listen to those friends that loved him enough not to let him stay where he's at, and it was the foundation to him catapulting to where he is today. All right? He went from ranked number 95 to number 6 in one calendar year on income for celebrities.
And income.
95 to 6.
Wow.
One calendar year. Because he focused, but that focus came from listening to somebody that was close enough to see him, not somebody that wanted to be in his circle just to be close to him, just to see him up close and just be a yes man. They were like, we don't care how much money you're making. You tripping, and you need to stop tripping. And that's who Nicole is for me. I'm for her, and we got other people that we're that way for and they're that way for us. But success ain't about a bank account. It's not about a big house and a big car. That's just material stuff that'll come and go. At the end of the day, the real success is what she said is, what are you here for? What's the big backpack that God put on your back and dropped you on this planet to do? You're the custom-made solution to some problem that God needed solved. There's 3 billion people on the planet that God could have dropped that solution in them, but he said, nope, I'm going to create a custom-made solution called Nicole Cooper, Larry Beacham. Fill in your name. You're the only one that can do what you have to do. Get rid of the focus of the money and get more focused on the meaning. Let those your meaningful transactions and connections to people and what your gifts are, draw the money. And you said it just a second ago, and I saw you said the other day. You started to make more money by just deciding to focus on what God wanted you to do and your real purpose. It makes it a lot easier. There's no fighting for money when you're in your purpose, because the path of your purpose has already been paved with provision, protection, prosperity, and peace.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
The path of your purpose has already been paved, like this little this little sidewalk. You have a path that you can walk, and your path has already been paved with provision, protection, prosperity, and peace. Provision is the basics, the necessities. Protection, you won't be anywhere you don't need to be. You won't be around anybody you don't need to be around. You won't be doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. You'll be insulated because you're in your path of purpose. Prosperity, that's over an abundance and beyond whatever you could want. And what is peace? It's the absolute thing we all want. It's to be able to get up and go to bed and know that I'm good, that my heart is not filled with stress and worry and all of that strife.
Fear.
Provision, protection, prosperity, and peace. It's on your path of purpose. Walk that path, and everything else you need will show itself.
And I want to close on one more thing, because you hit something. Some of you guys are following people because you are fans. And you got to get away from following people as a fan and instead begin to pursue to follow people that are going to challenge you to grow. You know, a lot of us are on a bunch of email lists because we mesmerized by what somebody shows us, their car,
Right.
or they rock the latest label. And y'all know I always talk about this because, especially as an African American woman, what does our community have to do? They always have to get something to show that I'm successful. And it's unfortunate because many of us are blind because if you don't wear it, people don't believe it, right? But the reality is guys, we have to come to a place where we find and identify those people that we know are where we want to be as far as the embodiment. We don't understand that your success and true wealth doesn't come from the accumulation of stuff. It comes from you becoming more of who you are called to be. You have to become that person to attract something in your life. You have to change. And so you want to start identifying and finding those people who you feel there's an attraction to them because somewhere along the way you see they've progressed in an area where you're probably struggling with, and so you're drawn to them. So for me, for example, I follow a bunch of people now who know how to build the infrastructure of a business, and they're systematic. They have systems in place, and you know they've put themselves in a position where the business does not overtake and consume their life, but they literally are running a company where they can spend time with their family and not neglect everything about their lives because of a company or a business. And these people are the people who, listening to one thing they said, aha moments come through. So find those people who you, from a development standpoint as a person, right? Not stuff, y'all. Stop chasing stuff. Stuff will always arise when you focus on who you need to become. You'll have everything you need. So I just want to close on that note. I don't know, Larry, if you have anything else to say.
Nope, I'm gonna let you close on that note.
All right, cool. So we're done, guys.
Get out the sun now.
Yes, get out this. I'm gonna be charcoal by the time we get on up.
Oh, I will say this. If y'all notice that we like the same height, that's because she is stupid tall. I'm not short. You gotta be what, 6'1"? Jesus.
And I will continue to take every ounce of height that the Lord gives me to stand tall.
That's funny.
Keep rising.
Hold on.
Keep rising to the top. Yeah, it's all good.
All right, my buddy.
All right.
Good video.
Yes, y'all. Thanks for joining us. Hope you got some tidbits out of it. Share it with somebody. Tag somebody. And we'll see y'all later. Bye, Ro. Thank you. Look, Ro behind the scenes, y'all. That she is the machine behind this man,
No
helping
question.
him to keep his life in order.
Watch this
so
tree.
thank you, Ro. Yeah, we ducking and dodging trees. See y'all later. Bye.